We're live.
Are we?
We should be.
All right.
We live?
You see it on the screen?
I hope so.
Hey, hey, Casey.
Oh, yeah, you need the...
Oh, yeah, he doesn't know how to do that.
Yeah, I got it. I got it.
I am that guy.
One day.
Okay. That's okay.
Oh, that's you. That's me. Hey, look at that.
We got it?
How's it going, guys?
Hey, how's it going?
It's going. Sounding amazing over here.
How you feeling there?
Pretty good. Pretty good.
So have you got the audio up on Spotify?
I got the audio on Spotify.
I don't know. Do you?
I don't put it on Spotify. He puts it on Spotify.
Oh,
No, I
is
got
it
mine.
him?
Yeah, we're live on YouTube.
Oh,
We're on YouTube.
no, I know that. I get that, but you've had instances where
need
you
one.
didn't record audio early
Oh,
enough?
yeah, I hit it.
Oh, okay.
And he hit the record this time, too.
That's right.
Yeah, that's what you're talking
Instead
about.
of virtual camera.
Yes, exactly. Good job. Good job.
I just thought I'd throw it out there.
I know. Thank you for the help.
You bet.
That's what we're here for, to micromanage. That's what we do.
I mean, I'm used to it already.
Are you?
Yeah, at this point, between the two places I've been and worked at, nothing but micromanagement.
Yeah.
And you've learned how
Yeah.
to navigate that just fine, haven't you?
For the most part.
Yeah.
Can't be any worse than I already am. We forgot to turn off the volume.
Oh.
What volume is? Oh. Yeah.
This is where we get
It's because I'm not there. I'm not in my command center.
That is
Yeah.
true. You don't have access to the buttons now.
I know. No buttons.
Look at
Probably-
you.
That's why Lane did it.
That's right. Keeping you away from them.
He doesn't like the womp womp womp.
Crickets. We'll just say crickets.
Crickets, wah, wah, wah.
Crickets.
Anyways, what have you guys been
Not
up to
even
this week?
on the podcast yet. I'm taking a beating.
No, you're not.
No.
It's not about you. It's about the sounds.
It's the sounds, man. I'll put him in post if it makes you feel better. Will.
I don't think you will. I think you forget.
Hurtful.
What?
Very hurtful.
You forgetting? No.
Yeah, like that's never happened.
I've been doing better on my memory stuff.
I've been doing worse.
Have you?
I think
That
so.
maybe. I
I
don't
mean, I don't know. Sometimes I forget stuff still. So,
Write it down.
I've gotten to the point. I
See,
have
that's-
gotten to the point where I have to write stuff down.
Yeah.
That's my problem is I'll write it down and I'll
And
forget
you
to
forget
look
where
at
the
it.
list is.
Yeah, even then, I'll just forget to look at it.
How funny. That's yeah. I learned that. You know, it's funny is I learned that quite some time ago, but I also go away from it a lot as well. It's like
Yeah, because you think
it
you're doing
works.
good.
It works,
Yeah.
right? And you're being productive and you're getting shit done.
Yeah.
And then you get to the end of your list and you don't have any more to add to your list.
No.
So you put the list aside, so to speak.
Yeah, or you forget where the list was.
Yeah. I mean,
That's what I do.
I usually try and keep it right by my laptop. Anyway,
We were letting the old men talk over there, you know.
is that right?
That
Back
is
in
the
that glory
that is
day.
the old soul corner for sure.
This is
Wow.
Oh, I like what we got on the
Are we the two old guys in the Muppets? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
easy.
Are you legitimately saying
Oh
we're
my
those guys?
gosh.
Yes, you're a Muppet.
Oh my.
I would like to be a Muppet, but I'd like to be Fozzie the Bear.
Fozzie the Bear, really?
If I was going to be a Muppet,
If you're
I'd
going to be a
Fozzie the
Muppet,
Bear.
you're going to be
I
Fozzie
could
the
see
Bear.
that.
What are the chances? Oh, he's not coming in. I say, what are the chances George gets my camera again?
Not that, but you did turn the lights down.
I feel like it's great.
Somebody.
There you go.
Wait, hold on. Go back to them.
It's on him.
That's just not doing shit.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, there you go. That's better.
There we go.
You crank them up, yeah.
Should I just get out the hue?
The hue.
It's
Should I
delayed.
get the
I'm just
hue
watching
app
it.
up on my phone?
Doesn't do shit. He's like, what the hell? This switch does absolutely nothing.
Doesn't even bother looking at the TV up there. Just go for the switch automatically.
This is one of those times I'm so happy that's on camera. It's amazing. This switch is useless.
Oh, we seem to be pretty animated this evening.
Somewhat, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Hey, how are the Giants doing, Will?
They suck. We don't need to talk about them. Just move on.
Not well.
Okay.
I mean, actually, I think we're at 500. Did we take? I think we took this series from the Padres this weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Did
we
you?
won on Friday and we won on Sunday.
Oh.
So we've
How do we like this camera look?
they look comfortable.
Oh, the two of us, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm good with it.
I don't think we're ever gonna get Casey out of that chair. I don't think he's going back to the desk.
I mean, if he
it
gets
is-
his butt,
You know, it's comfortable, but I don't know. I need like a
You
mic
need a little
arm or
bit longer?
something.
Yeah, no, we definitely
Yeah.
do need a.
we have that other boom.
We
line.
have one.
Yeah, well, we just didn't have time to.
Yeah, yeah,
No.
but
fiddle
it's
with
back
it.
there.
It is back there.
We literally had
Or
what 5
happens
minutes
if you put
before
it in the other
this.
seat? Still not, or on the arms, armchairs,
Might
chairs
be-
of the
well,
arms,
then
the
it's
arms of the
in-
chairs.
Then it's look. I'm left-handed,
I
Oh,
emptied
yes.
it.
Okay.
Forgot to fill it.
so guess what happens?
Well,
I
wait a
bump
minute.
it every
Can't
time.
use
But look
mine,
at me,
you're sick.
I'm right-handed.
I see how
Yeah,
it is.
and you bump it every time.
That's exactly how it is.
Although, Lane, while you're up, could you push my gain up a little bit? I think it's down.
Or is
that'll-
it because we're splitting?
No, it's,
That'll be
we're not.
number
We're splitting
3.
headphones.
Oh, not the mic.
Yeah, it'll be number 3.
For the microphone?
Yeah. Oh, for your gain on your microphone?
Yeah, my microphone gain.
Microphone would be 1.
Yeah, just push one up a little bit. Yes,
Yeah.
please.
How's that sound?
That's a little. Oh, there you go.
There
Much
you go.
better. Thank you.
Sweet. Sweet.
Oh, I mean, yeah, the Giants are.
No. I mean, we got a lot of young kids. I haven't been. I want to follow them,
Not even that.
but it means I have to invest in looking into who these new kids are, because I'm still from about a
you have to
season
do
or two
fan
behind.
stuff.
Yeah,
Oh, that's
exactly.
terrible. That's terrible. As a fan, you have to
As
be
a
like,
fan, I have to do fan stuff.
who are these kids and what AAA team did they come from?
Pretty much.
See,
I mean,
that-
to a
this-
Oh,
certain
dude, I
degree.
definitely had like the old guy music moment.
When?
So some of the people that work for me are going to something.
Okay.
And one of the headliners are like, "Oh, it's Sublime." I'm like, "That's literally not possible." They're like, "What?" I'm like, Sublime hasn't existed since 1996. Everything after that is just some iteration.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah, it's yeah.
And I heard myself saying it. It's like, fuck.
My how the mighty have fallen.
I am so enjoying that, Lane. Thank you so much. I now feel company. I now have some company.
It's like, oh, that was a long time ago.
96?
I mean,
well, you guys were
well, yeah,
barely.
because the lead singer died.
Were you?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Bradley
Yeah.
Knoll died
Yeah.
in 96, April 96.
Were you and Kevin even out of diapers at that point?
Yes.
Yeah, probably.
Oh, okay.
We were born in '91.
Oh, so
Yeah.
you were just out of diapers.
We were
Yeah.
5.
Got it.
I mean, I hope
You
they
were-
weren't just out of diapers.
Well, they were doing what? Pull-ups? You guys still had pull-ups going on?
I don't know. I don't remember 5. What's,
That would have been kindergarten, Will. That's
dude,
Hey,
I-
I'm
I've had-
just taking licks where I
Listen,
can get them because
I've
I know,
had, like-
I know that I've been hammered on a few times.
so. If you were really going to tell that joke, right? Here's how you.
okay.
Here's how you would have done it.
Here's okay.
You would have been like, "Oh, 91. So Casey was probably out of diapers, but probably not Kevin." That's how that joke would have landed because you draw a
sick
contrast.
burn, sick burn.
Let's see how it is.
You could have switched it either way.
Yeah.
I'm just saying you have to draw some contrast in there for that joke to land.
Beat up on the guy who can't speak back. I see what you're doing. Yeah, I know.
I got this shit-eating grin on my face.
Yeah, you're so proud of yourself. It's
No, I'm not.
adorable.
Oh,
It's
no,
okay,
no,
you'll
I'm
be
not
independent
proud of
soon.
myself. Let's not get too out of hand.
Now, the comeback to the diaper joke is: aren't you coming up on diapers pretty soon?
That depends.
Yes, yes, it does.
Yes. Yes, it does. Hates to play on words.
Oh, the dad jokes just kill it.
Oh,
every time.
amazingly punny. It's fucking awful.
What?
I don't know.
That pun?
Dude, so winter's almost over, and I am really glad about that.
And now you might be able to find your club soon.
I'm happy that winter's almost over.
Whose clubs are those over there?
Those are now
Those-
Kevin's clubs.
Those are
Oh, those
Kevin's,
are
do you
Kevin's
want?
clubs.
Do you want the story?
Yes.
Well, okay, I'm up for a story.
So
this is
did
good.
Did I tell the 6-iron story in here before?
Yeah.
Last
I'm-
week.
Yes,
How I'm
last
an
week.
idiot?
Yes,
Yes.
or the week before.
So,
Last week.
Swap those clubs with Casey because he barely golfs.
I golf.
How many times have you played since Edgewood?
What?
Once?
The 2 tournaments that we played together.
Twice.
Yes.
Okay.
You never invite me.
That was 8 years ago. I have 2 invited you and you turned it down.
Oh, that was when I was dying though.
No. Before you were dying.
No, I was dying then too, probably.
Okay, fine.
You just didn't know it.
Yeah, I
Anyway,
just
so
didn't know. Yeah.
I lose my 6-iron like a jackass, right? So
Right.
Casey had my MP14s, which I played before my MP33s.
Correct.
One set's like 23 years old, and the other set's like 30 years old.
Right.
So I swap him because he's going to take the 33s. I take the 14s down. I get them all standardized to my lengths.
Right.
I get them regripped.
Right.
Wasn't that much money. It was like $100, $120 or something, which they screwed up. They fixed for free.
Good.
And I took them out to the range. And I mean, they were going straight, but they were going really high and really short. And I'm like, what is going on? Like, I played these clubs really well when I played these clubs. What's happening right now?
That was about 30 years early.
That's not the problem. Fun story. They've figured out by doing math and engineering at some point over the years.
Science.
In between the MP14s and the MP33s, it turns out that if you put more weight in the bottom, you can de-loft the club a little bit. You still get the ball in the air, but it goes further. Which I don't care about. I mean, I don't need the ball to go any more in the air. I don't care about the distance, but all those clubs are a club off of what I've been playing. So now I would be playing a 5-iron, which is really a 6-iron, but at 5-iron length. And when I've been playing the same length, loft, and lie for
25 years.
like 15, 16,
15? That's not too bad.
I'm not about to readjust.
Fair.
And as soon as I realized it was a loft problem and not like I hadn't figured out the club's problem, I went on to Second Swing Golf and just bought a used set of newer Mizunos with basically the same configuration as my MP33s.
And they just have them resized.
They actually were already in the right length.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
That's nice.
I just found out that my cold medicine is working.
Oh, good.
My voice doesn't sound so raspy anymore.
You drinking that Knob Creek again?
That's the bourbon.
Yes, I enjoy
Yeah, I
it.
was just gonna say, is that the Knob Creek cough syrup?
Yeah,
I got it.
Anyway, so my new clubs will be here tomorrow.
Nice.
Which means you get a set of Mizunos.
nice. My first Mizunos, and they're 30 years old.
First and only Mizuno.
The problem is they're
Right.
still buttery smooth.
Yes.
Like they still feel really good.
Hey,
It was just the performance. I was lost.
You were playing on the
Hey,
newer stuff.
I
so,
earned a
yeah.
par on those sets. So,
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah.
What, 17th?
Yeah.
Edgewood?
Yeah. I earned a
Perfect.
par. So they're still good if
You
I
know
can
what?
get a par.
If there's a
That is
par
true.
to do that, that's the hole that I would want to do. A
Oh,
par,
I
for
don't
sure.
have to golf ever again because
Yeah.
I've already gotten it.
Yeah.
So,
you know.
so what is this hole?
It's on the
17th
lake.
hole. I got that.
17th
Oh.
at Edgewood. So par 3. It's the one, if you've ever seen the Celebrity Golf Tournament, it's the one all the boats are parked on.
Okay. got
Like
it.
it's right on the water. On a windy day, you actually have to hang the ball over the lake and bring it back.
Oh. How many times have you done that?
Couple.
Okay.
You're speaking from firsthand experience.
Me and Edgewood get along really well. I
Yeah.
play that course really well.
Yeah.
But is it, I mean, besides the country club, is that probably, no, it isn't the course that you've played the most because you play down in Genoa every week.
Courses I've played the most. What's in the conversation? Genoa, Eagle Valley, Edgewood, the Country Club, and a course that doesn't exist anymore that was right next to Cal Poly called Dairy Creek.
What happened to Dairy Creek?
They tore it out. It was
Okay.
college land, and the college was leasing land to the golf course. The golf course retracted a bunch of it. Now it's like a 9-hole course with like a top golf setup, and they took a bunch of the land back. The university did.
To build condos?
No,
housing?
it's a ways from the campus. I think they turned it into more experimental farmland.
Yeah, because it's an ag school.
Cali Poly. Yeah.
Yeah, it's an ag school.
Cali Poly. Cal Poly.
Right? It is an ag school.
It is, yeah. I mean, it's a lot of things. It's engineering and computer science and architecture, viticulture now, but
Yeah.
it is very much an ag school. Like one of the things you did as a freshman was go out and see the cows with the ports in their stomach.
No.
Say what?
That's funny. You
I was just
confused
waiting
me.
for that to land with Casey.
That doesn't sound entertaining at all.
Well, so one of the things you can open up their stomach and like examine the contents.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
got like this door on this side, and it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
You could also reach in there with a glove and pull stuff out.
Are
Yeah.
you serious?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
I am 100% serious.
It's a thing.
Oh my
most
God.
agricultural
Schools?
schools actually do that. That way you could see the process and how things digest as well.
Wow.
Field trip. Will wants to go see one.
Will is dumbfounded. For the record, that's exactly the look that every freshman has that didn't come from a ranch. when
Yes.
they see them.
Is
That's
the look
funny.
that I had on my face?
Yes.
Yes.
Like,
What?
You can do that.
I feel like Spicoli.
No.
what are you guys smoking? right
Keanu
now?
Reeves, man. Whoa. I have a Perdomo 10th anniversary.
You predictable son of a bitch.
Thank you.
Oh shoot! Somebody dumped an Anagorsa on me.
Yeah, Lane was talking to you, but you were ignoring him, so he just got you a cigar.
That sounds about right.
Thank you, sir. You know me. Oh, accordingly.
What are you smoking?
Oliva V.
You predictable son of a bitch.
That's what I was smoking.
I am smoking
Actually,
of my father, Ofreta.
Oferta.
Oh,
Okay,
gran
wait, hold
fuerta.
on. So here's what oferta means.
Yes.
Oferta.
The grand deal.
Yes, offer. But think of it as offer.
The offer.
The grand offer.
Because it's just offer. Oferta. Offer. There's
Offer.
no U, there's no W, there's no random, like, swaggy Hispanic pronunciation thrown into
Yeah.
it. Like, you don't get the cool roll or anything. It's just
Oh.
oferta.
Like
Okay.
La
Oh, really?
Biblioteca.
I don't
Yeah.
get to roll my R.
It's not
No.
like oferta.
Oferta.
Ofreta.
Yeah.
Oferta. It
Why
sounds
do,
Italian.
why do you sound
What?
Italian?
Yeah, that, I was
bad
thinking
at this.
exactly the same thing.
Oferta.
He can't
What
go
just
back to his
happened?
right.
You got to do a little hand thing. Oh, fuerta.
Well, wait a minute. I got hands. My hands are going.
Mamma mia, Fagucci, Forza Ferrari.
Oh, but dude, I had an Italian girlfriend, like an Italian girlfriend at one point, and you could literally, like, if you grabbed her hand to hold her hand, she would stop talking.
Yeah, there's a mute button.
That's amazing. wait.
That's hilarious.
Are they all like that?
I don't know, but she was.
That's amazing.
If she couldn't do the hand stuff, and I mean, I talk with my hands too, but when her hands stopped moving, she stopped talking.
And you only had to grab one.
Yes.
That's nice.
Yeah, because it's programmed. It's programmed.
At some point, she figured out what I was doing, and she hit me.
Just just
Feel like you're talking too much.
It's easy to sound Italian.
And
though.
you just said, "Oh, isn't that cute?"
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Just you just have to hold little tiny mouse every time.
I feel like you could have
Little
gotten out
tiny
of that
mouse.
too, of her finding out. You just like, I just wanted to hold your hand.
No, I mean, I enjoyed it. It was fun. The process of her finding out was entertaining.
Yeah, how'd she find out?
She put it together. I didn't say anything. She
Yeah.
put it together.
Well, neither was she for a while.
I think she was talking about something particularly inane, and I just reached down and like went to hold her hand, grabbed her hand, and she stopped talking, and she sat there for about a second and a half, and then she went,
Light bulb.
"Hey!" and then she hit me. Yeah.
You bastard.
That's awesome.
Anyway, so winter's almost over, and it can't happen fast enough at this point.
Yes.
I might
Yes.
get a couple more days on the mountain. In fact, we've got like employee ride day and some other stuff. I'm just checked out.
Are you over it?
Man, I've been putting in 11 and 12-hour days plus 2 hours of commute, 5
True.
days a week
True.
Yeah.
for the second half of the season.
Yeah,
Since what? Mid March?
No, since February.
February.
Oh.
Yeah,
since Casey got back.
pretty much.
That was January.
Well, I got back in January, but it was after the Super Bowl.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's when he started the new one.
Oh, okay.
In fact, didn't I start? No, I was still teaching for the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it was the Tuesday after the Super Bowl started.
Yeah. Yeah, it's been brutal. I'm just gassed.
That's fair.
You going to be able to ramp up and get staffed and all that for summer?
Yeah, I think I'm already pretty much staffed.
Okay, cool.
I need to hire 2 more people.
And is one of them the assistant GM?
No, I don't get an AGM. I get a GM for summer. I don't get an AGM for summer.
Okay.
Okay.
Is North Star in California?
Yes.
So do your restaurant, do you get that bump in pay effective?
He's not a fast food
Oh,
restaurant.
it's just
Yeah,
fast food, right?
It's full
Yeah.
service.
Yeah.
And they make really good money.
Oh, okay.
They make far better than $20 an hour.
Yeah.
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 But still,
Mind
I mean,
you,
that's
it's
pretty
coming up
impressive.
quickly.
Oh, we lost a viewer. We don't get many viewers. No one's talking tonight either. It's depressing.
Yeah, where's your brother been?
I don't know.
He
Working.
working?
It's possible.
Soul Snatcher?
Yep. Soul
Slasher.
Snatcher.
Slasher.
No,
is
you
it-
got it.
Slasher.
As if I don't have enough Jack 12 already. I was driving over and I was like, hey, I'm going to stop at, because I was looking for that larceny A124.
I'm going to
Yeah.
stop at
It's like, I'm going to stop at Rayleigh's and see if they have one.
How did I know?
They didn't have one, But they had that sitting in the case for SRP, and I was like, well, shit. I guess we're gonna pick that up.
So you picked another one up.
Yeah,
Why not?
Yeah, it's there.
it's good.
It's good.
I mean, it was taking a lot of heat from the whiskey tubers who were like, it's not as good as last year's. The 10 is better, and I have a bunch of the 10 too.
Yes.
But it's good.
So we know what each of us are smoking, including you, Casey.
Yes.
We don't know what you're smoking. You didn't answer.
Yeah.
I didn't.
Oh,
He just picked up the one that
I got sidetracked. Yeah. I just have a little Max Punk by Alec
the
Bradley.
punk or the Max?
The
Do you have
Max.
the Max or the Punk?
The Punk,
The punk.
because the Max is the one with only 2 sticks left, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I have the Punk.
Which is good because then I can get the Connecticut's back.
You get what?
The Connecticut's back.
Oh yeah.
The Nano.
The Nano,
Connecticut Nano.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the Connecticut's.
Did you pick your V to go with your Jack, or
No, I picked my V because I hadn't smoked a V in a while.
okay,
It wasn't that thought out.
He wanted one yesterday, so.
Kevin?
I just grabbed a cigar, and I hope my medicine was gonna help.
Today was hard. I came in here after I got off yesterday to watch the race.
Was that
Well,
yesterday?
to watch the race for third.
F1?
Yeah,
to
that
watch
was
the,
last night.
the middle runners race, which was fantastic stuff.
Yeah, no, it was good. Everyone in the middle was fantastic.
Yeah.
But Red Bull is still clearly the top, and Alpine is still clearly the bottom.
Yes.
Yes.
Except for Logan Sargent, who just can't finish.
We don't talk about Logan Sargent.
Dude, he's gonna get cut.
We don't talk about Logan Sargent.
He's gonna get cut.
He's gonna get cut by many people before he gets cut from the team. That's for sure.
I mean, he can't drive that car, right?
No.
Can we just?
We can agree he cannot drive that F1 car.
Yeah, it's bad.
It's.
Were you guys both in here last night? Then?
Well, I was.
Yeah, I didn't
was,
come in.
Yeah.
I didn't come in until like 9:30.
Yeah, he got here
Okay.
right
When
as
I
the race
drove
started.
back.
Yeah.
No, that's good timing.
Yeah.
Right as the race started.
Well, I was driving back. It's like, oh, what time's the race? And then I came back. Although now every time I text, like I go to look something up while I'm driving, I don't do that. But if I did do that, I would be worried because all the car companies' telematics are collecting data that they're selling to LexisNexis, who's then turning around and selling it to insurance companies to raise your rates.
Oh wow. And your car has that ability to pick that up, or
Yeah, so I went in and I opted out with LexisNexis and with Subaru.
Ah,
In fact, 2 branches of LexisNexis and Subaru.
really?
Is LexisNexis something different than the vehicle?
Yes,
Lexus?
LexisNexis is a not computer data company. Like LexisNexis has a research arm, they have a legal, they catalog legal decisions. Like they're one of the huge databases you use in law school and later as an attorney.
Oh.
And then they have a risk, LexisNexis risk something, which is who is buying all this data from car companies and turning around and selling it to insurance companies on you. So they know if you're speeding and if you brake too hard and when you text and when you take a phone call and how you take the phone call and pretty much everything.
Is that right?
If you run with your tires low, if you get your car serviced, yeah. So they're just doctoring your rates based on backdoor information.
So they can.
Which is shitty as fuck.
That is.
No doubt.
That's why you just change your identity to other.
I mean, isn't that Big Brother essentially?
Very much so.
isn't
Yeah.
that something that you can go after them for?
No.
No.
No,
Because they're making you consent when you sign. Now,
Yeah.
the car companies might be in trouble because they're incentivizing salesmen to get people to sign the waivers. So the salesmen, when they walk you through the features in your car, are just signing off on the waiver and not really telling anybody.
Oh.
Oh.
And then you got to go through this huge maze of different websites to find the actual opt-out. Subaru made it pretty easy. LexisNexis made it pretty easy too. I'm told GM's process is damn near impossible.
Are the European countries doing it?
Yeah. Although it's gonna be tighter there. Their data privacy laws are stricter than ours.
Man, I was
But they're
wanting a
still
new
doing
truck.
No, I'm thinking about like Mini, Audi.
They're doing it in
Mercedes.
this country?
In this country.
Yes, for sure.
Yeah. Oh yeah. This country's kooky like that.
Even though I've bought the vehicle used.
I'm sure that's not something that's standing in their way.
Yeah. Fair.
It's probably connected to your title, so they know who the owner is.
Oh my God.
Whatever it is. Yeah, I had to give them VIN information. I had to prove
Yeah.
that it was me. I had to give them a bunch of shit.
Yeah.
to opt out.
Yes.
Oh wow.
Wow. Speaking of taking
That said, and I'm a pretty good driver, but I do some things. I'm
Yeah.
sure they raise my rates.
We all have some
I
things
do
that
some-
happen.
well, I'm wondering.
things.
Okay, so I'm wondering, can it basically tell when you're over the speed limit?
Yes.
Yes.
So in other
Yeah.
words, if I'm doing 40 and a 35, they're going to be able to drill down that
I'm
data.
sure there's some
Oh yeah.
delay.
Yeah.
They know everything that you do in your car.
Yeah.
The cars that have reverse cameras, the waiver includes like signing off on the video footage of what you're doing in the car while you're driving.
Did you read all this?
Well, there was a podcast on it somewhere, and then I started reading into it. It's like, oh, they're doing some stuff.
Shady.
They are very much
Yeah.
playing stupid games and trying desperately not to win stupid prizes.
Oh. Sounds like a stupid prize
I mean-
waiting to come at him.
So
The more we get further like into the future, does every corporation just end up being a Bond villain? Is that really what's going on?
Yeah,
Yes.
pretty much. Or like the Umbrella Corporation.
Here? Yo,
Oh, that's
man.
definitely happening.
That's yeah.
No, I mean, there's this thing, right? Like, listen, we've quoted, those who are willing to give a little, those who are willing to give some liberties for some safety and security deserve neither liberty nor safety and security.
Yes.
We're well beyond that.
Yes.
Like, we have people giving away all of their liberties to feel safe and comfortable, and it's terrifying.
Yeah.
Because I don't, like, that person and me are not the same person.
No.
no.
I don't understand it, and yet most of the people are the safety and security person. Like, I'll give you everything, just make sure I'm protected.
Sheeple.
It's just it scares me to death. It's awful.
We had a whole convention full of those people.
Oh yeah.
Recently?
Oh,
They
dude,
just left. Thank God.
that was a questionable looking group of people.
Yes, it was. Very much so. They were very about because we're used to being in Nevada,
Right.
right? So in a casino you have to show ID
Yeah.
Yeah.
because you're on private property, right? Isn't that kind of the
course.
deal, right? Like,
Well, you don't have to. They can just kick you out.
yeah. So there were many, many people who refused to show their ID.
This weekend.
Yes,
Because they just
they didn't want
show.
to. They have rights.
Oh.
Not You do have rights, but you also don't have a right to stay in a private business.
Yeah, but they didn't care about that. They were like, "You're going against my constitutional rights." I heard the conversation like 3 times. It was hilarious.
What constitutional right is that?
They don't know what it is. They just use those words.
Oh,
Did they think it's the First
Fucking hell.
Amendment?
I don't know.
no, it would be the Fourth Amendment.
I thought the one was about illegal search and seizures.
Fourth Amendment.
Is that
Oh,
fourth or
Fourth
is that
Amendment.
fifth?
Well, it's so the right to privacy
Is
it's
fifth.
Is the Fourth Amendment.
is the fourth.
Oh, it's the
The,
fourth.
the fifth one is the
well, the right to certain rights of privacy is the fourth,
yeah.
The fifth is not to self-incriminate, so you have the
and the sixth is right to counsel in certain criminal situations.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Cool.
And now you know.
And now I know.
I think the Sixth Amendment is what they decided, which has kind of been cut back. The veranda.
Oh, okay.
I think that was a Sixth Amendment case.
Okay.
they still have to say Miranda, right?
Yeah, but the penalties aren't as severe as they were before. There was a case a couple years ago. Supreme Court
Not
kinda
in law shows.
stripped a little bit of Miranda down.
Okay.
I mean, police departments are still going to read Miranda
To cover their
verbatim
asses.
once they read it, once they decide to read it.
As they should.
The question is what's going to be a custodial interrogation.
You mean custodial?
So,
No, custodial interrogation. Did you say?
yes.
So that could be administered on the street as well as in the.
So Miranda has to be given when you are no longer free to leave, custodial,
Okay.
and you are being interrogated.
Oh.
So questioned on the street would qualify.
Not if you
essentially.
think you can leave.
Not if you think you can leave.
Right. You have if they detain you, then you're under arrest.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Or,
the minute
or if
you
you
detain-
or if you say something like, "Officer, am I free to go?" Very obvious delineation point. No, sir, you're staying right here.
Yes, because Lane did that.
Now, any question that's answered after that becomes custodial interrogation.
So-
And if they don't Mirandize you before they ask those questions, they have some problems.
Wait, I need some more information. And Lane said that?
Yeah, he told that story when he got stopped, and then they were like, it was in slow, right?
Yeah, it was in
Yeah, and he was
4
like,
hours
Hey,
later.
can I leave? And they're like, no, you have to stay here. And then the sergeant showed up and was like, Lane's like, hey, he didn't read me my Miranda rights, and he said I could go.
That's well, it wasn't quite so obvious.
Yeah.
Like I was talking to him and bullshitting with him, and he said, at some point it came up, and I was like, dude, I'm just trying to go home. Like this is 4 hours ago, and nothing happened. And he's like, you're not going home. He's like, you're under arrest. I was like, am I though? And he goes, yeah, you admitted to resisting arrest. And I was like, did I? And he goes, what do you mean? And I said, once a suspect feels that they are no longer free to leave the scene, and he cuts me off and he goes, don't suppose you were Mirandized in this process at any point, were you? I was like, no, officer, I was not. And then there were a bunch of other things that happened. Also, I was cooperating with him. And so then he was like, the other officer came over and he went over with the watch commander, and the watch commander came back and he was like, he seems to be cooperating. We can really just let him go. And the lady was like, who was a probie, turns out, was like, no, he's being arrested. Okay. Well, if he's being arrested, we're going to RTO him. So I got RTO'd, which means I went home. I never went to jail. Then I went in, did like a self-booking thing.
Yeah.
Anyway.
You get booked.
Yeah, you fingerprinted and shit.
Yeah.
You've been booked.
Yes.
Allegedly.
And then like 2 weeks later, I get a call from the DA. And he goes, Mr. Hagen? I go, yep. This is, so-and-so. Cool, what's going on? He goes, I need to ask you a couple questions. All right, feel free. He's like, so you were arrested for resisting arrest? And I went, yes. He goes, and then you were released because you were cooperating? And I went, also yes. He goes, I'm not going to have any of my attorneys say that to a judge. He goes, so we're not going to file these charges. And I went, hey, I appreciate that. Thanks.
Yeah. So he's done that before.
Yeah. Okay. So I haven't heard this story.
There
so
was a
this is
bunch of
something
other
new for
bad
me.
arrest procedures that were going on. Like first of all, there's a question of whether or not I actually resisted arrest. Because I was never informed that they were coming. And there's a mens rea component in there, right? So I left, but I left unknowing that I was leaving the scene that police officers were coming to. So I couldn't be impeding a police officer's duties knowingly because I didn't know they were coming.
Right.
I left, did a bunch of other shit. 4 hours later, I'm walking home and I got stopped by this officer, and she's been looking for me for 4 hours, and why she was not doing something better with her time in the middle of a college town, I don't know.
She's a probie. That's why.
Yeah. Funny story. Like 7 or 8 years later. So slow is like was at the time the worst with records in California. They were slow. They were antiquated. It was awful. So I was going through a gaming background check, and you just put everything. So I put the whole story in the gaming background check, and they're like, they tried to do it to get a hold of Slow, and Slow didn't have, all they had was the paper records, like in a room somewhere.
Right.
Okay. They're like, we can't get these, but we would like to see them to give you this job. Okay. Can you reach out to Slow PD and see if you can get the records? Like, yeah, sure. So I call up, and, records person answers the phone, and she's like, what are you looking for? And I told her. She's like, what's the date? And I was like, I think it was this. I gave her like a 4-day window. I was like, it's in there somewhere. Turns out she knew right where that window was because she was the officer. They'd stuck her in records. And she was like, whatever happened to that? I was like, oh, they didn't file those charges. And she was like, what? It's like, yeah, it was a garbage arrest. You had no idea what you were doing. And she's like, well, I mean, like, you had no idea what you were doing. And then she sent me the records.
So that conversation went well, is what you're saying.
had to have been extremely awkward for her.
She identified herself as the person, as the officer. It's like, oh, and now you're doing records. Okay, cool. I like it.
Makes sense where they put her.
Strong plan. Simple, easy to remember.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
That is good.
I enjoy that story.
That is a good story.
Dude, there's so many good stories that come out of SLO. Most of them don't involve my escapades, but escapades that I witnessed.
Yeah, you were just there.
Yeah.
Well, working in a bar in a college town, there's tons of escapades to be had.
Oh, I know, but the best one had nothing to do with the bar.
Oh,
The
yeah?
best one was Tahoe people trying to hang out in SLO.
What?
Yeah.
I want to hear the
Oh,
story.
like the time you guys kidnapped somebody?
Yes, that one.
Yeah.
That, I still have no explanation for that at all.
With the two characters you're with, it explains all of it.
I know if you know Chad and Cameron, it makes complete sense.
Yes, because that was like, oh, that makes, yeah, that's fine. You're like, oh, no words are needed.
Anyway, so yeah, we're being tracked by our cars now, which is lame as shit.
Yeah.
What else? I didn't see. Did we even decide on topics tonight?
Yeah, you put that one out about that. I went back and watched that ESPN thing.
Oh, the Sage Steele, like the completely canned interview
Yeah,
with the
'cause she-
president.
yeah.
Oh,
she
yeah,
came
yeah.
out, I guess, like 2 days ago and was like, yeah, they handed me a script.
Yeah, I should say she has been fired from ESPN or left or whatever. And she is not a fan of Joe Biden. So we should introduce her biases to begin with. But she
Right.
came out and said, they gave me a script and I wasn't allowed to ask follow-ups. Like they said, these are the questions you ask. You don't vary a single word.
Yeah.
And no follow-ups. Whatever he says is the answer.
and they let her go because of that?
No. I think they let her go for other reasons.
No, because the interview was 2 years ago.
Yeah. It was when he first took office, or pretty close.
Okay.
Oh, it wasn't a
It
recent
was
one.
no, it was after the COVID thing. It was when baseball was coming back for a full season.
Okay.
Okay.
But this goes back to the safety and security thing, right? Like, how much Big Brother are you willing to tolerate? Because this is a lot of Big Brother.
Yes, it
Well,
is.
and that's why I said the Bond villain thing, because this is the plot for
Like,
Tomorrow Never Dies.
The media is clearly in on who's the president.
Well, they have to be.
Do they, though?
At this point,
They
they're so
shouldn't.
so
Yeah.
ingrained in
They
the
should-
process.
They're not media at that point. They're just pundits. They're just part of his campaign. Like, most of the media is part of his campaign. And Fox is part of Trump's campaign. At no point are we getting honest journalism. It's awful.
I mean, when was the last time that we actually got honest journalism?
Walter Cronkite.
No, come on.
No.
Dan Rather.
Tom Bergeron was it?
Oh, Tom Brokaw.
Yeah, Tom Brokaw maybe.
I mean, I think through Clinton, it was pretty unbiased.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
So that's Rather.
well, the thing with the politics is if you go back to Kennedy, right? Kennedy was holding press interviews in the Oval Office
Yes.
on a weekly basis.
Well,
he,
yeah,
he
most-
would invite the press in.
So did Nixon.
No, Nixon got rid of him.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, Nixon was the one who didn't want the press anywhere near the Oval Office.
But he still did interviews.
he did interviews, but that's why they have a press room.
But
now.
we don't even get interviews at this point. Like the last two presidents, at this point in their term, where Biden's at now,
Yeah.
had done over 400 interviews.
Yeah.
He's done less than 100. They're all canned and they're all softballs.
Yes. There's
And
no
people
real-
are okay with this. Like, let's ask this guy some real questions and make him come up with some real answers. Like, I make fun of Trump and how he speaks all the time.
right.
I'm pretty sure I would also make fun of Biden and how he speaks all the time if he actually spoke.
If he actually.
I mean, you
spoke.
can watch that interview. It's on YouTube. It's bad.
I'm sure.
I'm curious how much longer he's going to have to even be able to memorize a script or follow a script.
Well, now they're talking on, I think it was CNN or something, that they're trying to cover up this, like, his mental health by saying that it's been a political thing for years, that it always comes out that no one's actually been fit to be president for a long time. And I'm like, that's not true. Like, come on.
Yeah.
Like, we had some solid speakers beforehand. Just give them a
I mean,
chance.
I think the last not fit to be president was the second half of Reagan's last term.
Right, wasn't he getting kind of sick?
Yeah. Starting to suffer dementia, I think.
Yeah.
He was having some problems. He had some problems after he got shot.
Yeah.
But everyone, like, no one laid off on that.
No.
Now, it didn't matter because it was his last term. But, like, if that's the deal, let's hear about it. Like,
Be
and
honest.
I'm not willing to do the whole, like, they're drugging him up on whatever, but let's hear about it. Like, let's have the guy talk and do some debates and really run for president and see what happens. And listen, if you can't outspeak Trump, you shouldn't be president.
Are we going to get a debate this year?
No,
Probably
I don't
not.
think so.
No.
I would love
I
to
mean,
watch that.
Trump is comfortably the worst speaker ever to hold that office.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Who are you thinking?
I watched a 40-minute speech. He used 9 original words.
Yeah. I know. See, you don't see these things. You
No, I
just,
don't,
Yeah.
yeah.
No, 'cause
Well,
it's bad.
I don't watch him a whole lot. either.
It's Trump. It's beautiful. It's great. Just a beautiful person. Just a great person. Like, what are you even saying right now?
Oh, his double adjectives just totally drive me up a wall.
Right.
Very, very.
And he's like,
It's very.
they walked a beautiful path. We accomplished beautiful things. It was an amazing feat. We accomplished beautiful. You're like, dude, you're not like. I don't know what's happening, but it's not public speaking.
I mean, the Texas weatherman is better at public speaking at this point than anybody. The guy who speaks in the song lyrics to his reports for the weather.
But I mean, I just want some sort of honest campaign. And I don't mean honest in the sense that they're not telling lies. I mean honest in the sense that there is an effort to show how capable these people are of standing with other people and having opinions.
Well, yeah, but now if you start trying to put that out on the news, the Secret Service shows up and says, knock that shit off. Give us your hard drives.
No.
It's just depressing.
The FBI's like,
It's
we're
incredibly
investigating.
depressing.
We can't talk about this.
I don't think we'll actually ever have a good presidential debate for quite some time.
We will at some point. I don't know when.
The paradigm will have to shift at some point.
Well, I think we would have an honest campaign if Trump had disappeared. Like if he somehow wasn't running.
Oh, so if he didn't come back this year, it would have been okay?
Because if Biden had an honest competitor, again, not honest and they don't lie, but someone who doesn't just have this sycophant type following of like that's so strong in the country that he doesn't have to say anything. He just stands up and waves his hands and, does a little dance on stage with his red hat. And they're like, I'm voting for him. If they had someone who was actually running on issues, then I think Biden would be forced to either run on issues or step back and let someone else run. But with Trump, it's just who hates who less. That's what this campaign is.
Yeah.
We needed both of them to not be here this year.
So in 4 years, it might be good.
Yeah.
Might be.
Potentially.
We'll see. I mean, as long as the media is just leveraging whoever the liberal candidate is, we're in for, a lot of terrible.
Terrible, terrible times.
Well, yeah, sure.
So we just need to get an actor and a writing group together, and we could smoke any of them.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, anyone running with Aaron Sorkin as their speechwriter would
All right,
probably be okay.
I
Head
got it.
speechwriter Aaron Sorkin.
I got it. All right, Aaron Sorkin and his writing team, and then Matthew McConaughey is president.
Have you heard? Have you heard Harris try and use some of Aaron Sorkin's lines
Yes.
and deliver them as badly as anyone has ever delivered a line?
Yes.
worse.
Yeah.
Yeah, or worse.
I could do a better job.
She's a disaster too.
It's the laugh. The laugh kills me every time.
I'm surprised at how the American public has allowed this to happen.
I'm not.
No?
We're lazy.
No, because like he said, they've accepted that,
It's not that we're lazy. We have no time. I mean, corporations have leveraged the dollar to the point where if you want to get ahead at all, you have to go work a second job or work 60 hours a week at your first job or 50 hours a week at your first job with your significant other working 40 or 50 hours a week at their job. Like, no one has any time.
And
Well,
even then,
it's funny as I make that statement, I can't believe the American public has allowed this to happen. I'm fucking complicit.
you are in fact the problem.
I mean, to a degree, yeah. I mean, and many like me.
No, I mean, and Lane's right. We've been so ingrained now to not like be able to have that free time. We're working. Like it's not just we're working to live. Like we live to work at this point.
And I think a lot of us don't think we count enough.
Oh yeah. What does your vote actually matter?
Does my vote
Yeah.
actually? I mean, but that's does my vote actually matter? Is born out of a more I don't really matter. It doesn't really matter. The issue doesn't matter when actually the issue at hand does matter.
Well-
And to get back to what you were saying earlier in the podcast, is that we're willing to give up a little of our liberty for a little bit of safety.
Except we're willing to give up as a country a lot of our liberty
Right.
for
Yes.
a little bit of safety. But I just don't know how to. I don't know how to tolerate that. It's
Well,
not
how
my
do you?
thing.
I mean, how do you correct it? Right.
Listen,
Essentially.
I'm less worried about the vote thing, right?
Right.
I am more worried about discourse. We just don't talk.
No, we don't.
No one has any ability to sit in front of someone else who disagrees with them and have a rational conversation.
Yeah,
It's
there's-
so
there's
rare
no
at this
listen,
point.
right? That's
Outside of shops like this, and
Yeah.
even sometimes you get shops like this, like you get the guy with the MAGA hat. That guy's not gonna. You're not gonna change his mind or do anything.
No.
Mo, I think you're being summoned.
there's some silent talking going on right there.
Yes, there is.
Ooh.
Ooh, you're in trouble.
Ah.
If you need a lawyer, let us know.
We know a guy.
We know a guy.
You all can.
No, we weren't talking about you.
I just.
We still know a guy.
I appreciate the conversations where no one is trying to convince everyone else.
Well, and
It's just talking.
and it's nice to just not be like people don't have to be defensive.
Yeah, well, listen, in most conversations outside of cigar shops, if you show any sort of weakness or uncertainty in your argument, if you ask a question, I don't know that's accurate. What about X? Right?
Mm-hmm.
Everyone you're talking to, for the most part, is just going to take that as an advantage and push their position harder instead
Mm-hmm.
of exploring the question.
Right.
It's just a fight. Like most discourse is just a fight now.
And it doesn't have to be. Like you're entitled to your opinion, but so are the other people. And if they don't agree with you, then just have a conversation about it.
Well, not even that. Like, no one can even have an honest conversation about vaccinations. It's either, the pandemic or they save the world. I don't particularly think either is accurate.
I like pandemic.
Yeah, but if that's that's a
That's
right
good.
thing. That's a right thing.
Yeah.
I've heard. I had some people from the foothills just 3 weeks ago in here. They wouldn't let it go.
Just kept going on.
Could
about
it be that, a bad thing happened? We had to find some solutions. There were also some bad actors that capitalized on it, made a lot of money, and probably pushed some stuff through that might not have been safe. But for the most part, the people that were doing it were trying to achieve something to solve a problem that was very legitimate. Right?
Well, yeah. I mean,
Yes.
Especially before we knew what it was.
we threw down the gauntlet and we fixed it. It turns out when we don't try to be too greedy about it and we put our heads together, we can do really cool things.
But I guess the other side of that coin is, did we really fix it?
I mean, for the most part,
For the most
the
part,
country's no
everything's
longer
open.
shut down. People are no longer dying in masses from it.
Yeah, but was it really a problem to begin with?
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm playing the devil's, I'm playing the devil's advocate.
That's the
more
question that
than-
comes
yeah,
up then. Was it really a problem?
Yeah.
Was it real?
Yeah. Well, not even, it's like, because the biggest talking point that I heard that came up during that time was herd immunity. You don't need the vaccination because a herd immunity will take care of this. It's like, okay, well, I happen to be an at-risk person,
Yeah.
and I'm going to, side on the caution of err on the caution of.
Err on the side of caution.
Thank you.
Well, again, though,
But that's my choice.
but herd immunity solves the mass transmission problem. It doesn't solve your personal problem if you're at risk.
Right. No.
And this is what, these discourse, it just becomes so hyperbolic on both sides that no one's willing to live in the middle and have a conversation with nuance.
Yeah, there was always, oh, don't be a sheeple. You're just, succumbing to the man's.
Yeah.
It was so. God, what a trying time.
But in here, we've met people who are still don't have their sense of smell back. They don't have taste anymore.
Yeah.
I'm like that something clearly caused that.
Yeah,
Like,
it's true.
It doesn't just happen out of nowhere.
Yeah, but the question is, was it the virus or was it the cure? Which one was it? And it's like, I couldn't tell you.
Yeah, that's fair.
I just can't taste anything, so I'll eat anything.
that.
You gonna go see if Kevin has any of those A124s?
I'm gonna try. I've been kind of under the weather, so
Yeah, no, I
didn't
get
make
it.
But
If
yeah,
you're not, I
my goal is to get over there sometime this week. Hopefully, I can.
So for
go back
those
to
of us who
Barrel
have
Wars,
no idea, it's a liquor.
it's whiskey.
It's whiskey.
Oh yeah, and see if he has that rare character.
Yeah, I'm still trying for that one too, and I'm still trying for that other one.
You don't have to try it, Lane. I'm not gonna force you to drink any more of them.
Any more? Oh, the Amberana.
Yeah,
That's not the rare character he's looking for. Oh, it might be also the rare character.
Both.
it was both. Yeah.
Yeah.
The other one I'll try. I'll still try them if we're reviewing them. I just don't like it.
I know.
We might find one,
One
that he likes
one day though, we're gonna find
No, we
one.
won't.
No, we won't.
There's something in the wood that I just don't care for. There's a note in there that
That's
I
a
find
Brazilian wood.
fairly off-putting. Yeah, Brazilian Amberana,
Brazilian.
Okay.
Amberana.
which everyone's like, that's the thing. I'm like, yeah,
Yeah, it tastes pretty good.
What's
I mean,
Amberana?
it's wood.
It's wood.
It's a wood.
It's a wood.
Oh,
It's from a Brazilian tree.
it's okay.
That's endangered.
It's an Amberana tree
Right, so we have an endangered tree that we keep using for
for
whiskey.
whiskey.
Listen, sacrifices need to be made.
You're not wrong, but
I mean, not, and I'm saying this not for
I know.
me
You,
so
you're
much.
not
know,
saying it as somebody who likes Amberana.
Again, I'm really glad this is on camera now. I'm going to use that.
You've used that.
Sacrifices must be made. Yes, from time to time, something about the blood of patriots. I know.
Hey, did you see Ghostbusters, Casey?
No, I didn't. I'm not.
I did.
Kevin broke the rule. Okay.
What do you mean
Kevin
I
saw
broke
it.
I rule?
I said I would wait for all of us to watch it.
I don't remember hearing that.
Yes.
After I heard the reviews, I don't need to watch it.
Yeah. Kevin said it was okay, but
It's okay.
you know,
I mean, there's a lot of movies he says are okay. That
Listen,
that
it's
you
better than the
don't.
last one that
Did
just
you-
came out.
Did you just listen me?
Yes, listen.
ooh.
Let me use your term. Listen. It's better than the one that was before.
And he's
Where
got
they're
the,
in the middle
and
of
he's
the
got
desert.
the knife hand going too.
Yeah,
Is it better
knife
than that?
hand and everything?
It is better than that because it brings you back to the
So you
original
got,
area.
It's better because you got the nostalgia feels,
Correct.
not because it's a better movie.
I won't
Just
say
had
it's a better
fan
movie.
service.
Better fan service, yeah.
No, look. If you want to watch a real movie, watch Dune Part 2.
I haven't watched that one yet.
That was a real movie.
Yeah, I'll
Kevin?
watch that when it's out.
Speaking of movies, Kevin, did you see the Deadpool trailer that came out?
The one during the Super Bowl, or is there a new one?
I think is a new one.
No, I haven't watched it then.
Maybe it was a Super Bowl. But I mean, all I saw was Deadpool trailer, and I thought, Kevin,
You know, I was looking back through the videos saying how I had to watch through all of them, and I started watching the old podcast videos with you guys and Adam. And it was so dry.
Yeah.
It was so bad. And I'm just like, oh, God.
I mean, there's probably people right now that are like, "Dry." It's still dry, guys.
It,
Figure it the fuck out.
it is. It's a little dry still. But I mean, we have our moments. But like, I was looking at that, and like, at one point, you guys put a trailer on for a movie, and I'm like, I don't remember this movie. Like, I gotta watch this movie.
Oh, was that
That was that Sensu movie.
Yeah.
oh, Sisu.
Yeah,
Sisu,
Sisu.
yeah. I
Which-
still haven't watched it.
I haven't watched it.
I mean, I went to watch it, and then I couldn't figure out what language they were speaking, so I stopped.
Yes.
Danish? I think
Yes, it's a Danish film, I think. Yeah.
But yeah,
that sounds right. I never saw it.
I'm excited for the
What are you excited
Ministry of Ungentlemanly
for?
Warfare.
Yeah, that seems to be the one
Yeah.
that everyone's excited for at this point.
And I kind of want to see the Monkey Man movie now
the Monkey Man movie.
because it looks like
I don't know anything
it
about
looks
this.
like John Wick. I'm
Yeah,
all
that's
for
what-
I'm all for a John Wick movie.
That's what I've been hearing too.
It has you remember the Newsroom?
Yeah.
You remember the guy who was really interested in Bigfoot?
Yeah.
He's the main actor.
Okay.
And he wrote it, directed it, like he did the whole thing.
Isn't
So-
that Dev Patel?
Yeah, Dev Patel.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So
Yeah. he did all that.
he's doing all of it.
Wrote
and
it,
and he's the
directed
actor.
it.
What is the
produced
premise
it.
of the film? Because there's a lot of places that Monkey Man could go.
I honestly,
Man.
it just looks like Dev Patel's version of John Wick,
Okay.
and I'm okay with that.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
It's entertaining.
And then that Metropolis movie that I was telling you about, that
Megapolis,
yeah,
whatever.
that Francis Ford Coppola is doing
When does that come out?
sometime at the end of the year,
Okay.
hopefully. But other than that, like I'm not interested in the Furiosa movie. That looks terrible.
What is that?
It's
The Mad Max.
It's the prequel to Mad Max Fury Road, except for Mad Max isn't in it.
Right.
It's just
There's
Furiosa.
Furiosa.
It looks awful.
Furioso.
No, Furiosa. It looks awful. And I'm not interested in King Kong, Godzilla, Justice League.
Again.
The remake again.
Justice
It's
League?
Justice League.
Oh.
As
The
oppo-
last one was Batman versus Superman.
And
This
this
one is
one's-
Justice League. Clearly, because they've teamed up again and they're fighting a third villain. It's Justice League. I don't need to see that. I'm
right,
I'm
Like
good
I've
off
seen
that.
it. In fact, you've probably seen both versions.
Yeah, I probably have. So I don't need to see them all. I'm okay.
Yeah. So I don't know what else is going on. Oh, Nelson Pells lost his bid to get on the board at Disney,
Okay.
but he made somewhere between $300 and $500 million for his investors.
Holy shit.
Yes.
Interesting.
I think he'll probably take the money.
Probably. Might
So
as well.
Well, but I mean, the thing that this proxy vote does, though, is kind of make some of the other board members like, hey, clearly we're not happy with the direction that we're going.
Yeah. Well, did you see how much they spent to win the proxy battle?
No, I didn't. How much did they spend?
Somewhere between $40 and $70 million.
Ugh.
Shit. And the other guys made a bunch of money.
And the other guys made between $300 and $500 million.
Excellent, Smithers. Excellent. It's perfect.
I'm afraid I'm going to need most of your skin. I mean, it's a win-win for him, right? He's like, either we're on the board at Disney, or
we're
we
making
cash out for a few
billions
$100
of
million.
And
Hundreds
then,
of millions
and then we're
of
fine. Either way, we're fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Either way, it's good.
It's not that I don't have enough too much money anyway.
He's like, no, it's fine. We're just going to do it again next year. And same result. Either we get on the board, or we make a few $100 million.
So who are the
Depending on how far down Bob Iger gets Disney's stock.
Ooh.
He's like, next year, we're going for $1 billion.
And
So-
Elon's just like, please drop it, please.
So who are the top 3 wealthiest men or persons?
No idea.
Is
In the
Bezos one?
world?
Bezos, Musk? In the world, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think they're in the conversation. I want to say they're in top 10. I think.
Okay, they're not top 3, top 5.
I think the last time I saw a list, it was like a bunch of princes from Saudi Arabia. Technically, have
okay,
more
okay.
than a lot of people. So,
But
Well-
I mean, and here we are talking about.
Listen, ask Pat. It's the Rothschilds who are worth $400 trillion.
You're not wrong. Pat would say
I
that.
forgot about them.
Yeah.
I forgot about Pat.
Oh, he stops in every now and
Does
then.
he?
Yeah, he's
Okay.
trying to move to Arizona.
How is Pat?
I thought he did marry.
Still trying to move to Arizona?
Still trying to move to Arizona. He's
I
trying to get
thought
some
on
property.
last I checked, he was trying to buy a house somewhere out by Pyramid.
No, he's trying to buy some land out by Havasu.
Oh, is he?
Yeah,
Okay.
I mean, if he does, I'll go visit.
right. Havasu.
I haven't been to Havasu since I was a kid.
Yeah, I haven't been to Havasu in a long time.
Right. 90s, back when they were filming.
Dude, I want to comment on what people think of this camera foot, like the dual setting.
I don't
There's
know
nobody-
if anybody's
is there-
going to comment.
Will this work for instructional series?
Go back to it.
Or do we need to like do 2 straight on chairs or something?
I feel like this should work. I mean, it has them together. It gives them.
Or do we need to move it into a darker corner?
It might need to be shifted to a different corner, but it's not a terrible
Well,
conversation because I can look at Will and have a fully blown conversation.
Yeah.
You know.
Which is
right.
perfect.
which is cool.
You guys don't want to be sitting next to each other.
Yeah, no, we can just like
Okay.
this. We just have a conversation and talk about cigars.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it'll work. I'd be interested to try it.
Hey, for our 11 viewers that are watching, go ahead and leave us a comment and let us know how this actually looks and if you think it'll work for the.
Is it something you want to see going forward, or is it something you want to see on a not per,
Well, listen. If we ever have guests, this is how I want to do it.
Yeah.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah, because then we can just another person can just sit here
I mean, we're gonna put you back in your chair
eventually.
when I
Yeah.
replace
The cord that you broke.
cord that I broke.
Yes.
How
Again,
many
Okay.
chords is that now?
I don't know.
Two.
We're gonna have to start a tally.
2? Yeah, it's 2.
Two so far.
2 so far.
Same chord, same scenario.
I don't. Is it the same? It is the same chord.
And the same scenario.
Didn't we? What, I thought we had a 4th long mic cord too.
Am I doing the Biden shuffle?
Yeah. You getting there in your old age.
And now we're canceled.
Well, the podcast was fun, guys,
That
but
was
that's
cool.
going to be it.
Secret Service will be here any minute now, so it's fine.
That's ridiculous.
Don't worry, they'll make it a dance move soon.
Oh.
Might be how he wins the election.
It could be.
By shuffling,
He's like, I'm going to do the Biden
Making a
shuffle.
dance move.
making a dance
It's
move.
a TikTok challenge.
Yes.
The Biden shuffle.
The Biden shuffle.
Would it just be over the Cupid Shuffle music?
Sure, why not?
All right, I like it.
Apparently, he's behind in a lot of swing state polls right now by
Yeah.
a lot.
Oh, imagine. Really?
What?
You don't say.
Golly.
Why do you two say that? What? Fill me in. What makes this so obvious?
Because nobody likes him.
Look at all the
Well, no one
press.
likes Trump either.
Yeah, but again, we're not. This isn't a presidential pick of like who we think the best candidate is. It's who we don't like more.
And that's Biden right now?
Yeah, because everyone is terrified that he will no longer be president and that Harris will take over.
True.
That is
I
fair.
mean, that is a terrifying thought.
Everybody went,
I mean, we're getting done with having the 4 years with Biden already, so that foul taste is right then and there. Whereas Trump's been about 4 years. It's worn off a little bit.
Although honestly, these last 4 years doesn't feel like we've done anything.
We have.
No, it just feels like it's,
Like, it's been a
still
placeholder.
Well,
post-COVID.
we
Yeah.
got into war. We got out of a war and into a war.
Dude, what's happening
We're
with
not really
gas?
in
I
it.
paid $6 and change a gallon.
Bro,
Oh, jeez, I
right?
know.
gas is.
I looked at Safeway
Oh,
today.
now you want to talk about gas?
No, I mean, I don't want to talk, like, I'm not going to be a single issue voter on gas like you are.
Why not?
Because I don't, I mean, I notice, but I don't care that much.
How dare you, sir?
I mean, yeah, $5.31 at Safeway for regular unleaded.
See, I paid $4.19 and I thought that was outrageous.
And it is.
And I
Yeah.
paid
$4.19
I paid
is.
$4.29.
Well,
It's
the-
just
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
For,
I mean,
just
Again-
for the regular, yeah.
Again, 6 something.
Yeah, 6 something,
Meanwhile,
5 something.
our friends on the East Coast are like, $4. We're paying $2.37. What the hell's going on over there? Every time Anthony tells me how much he pays for gas, I'm like, dude, if I could reach you the phone right now and strangle you, I would.
Casey, what are we smoking tonight in the review?
Which it is time to light up.
Tis that time, isn't it?
is it that time?
Tis.
Look at the band on this thing, by the way.
Le Gabbero? Gabbero?
No,
It's almost washed out to the point you can't read it.
it's
Galera?
Galera.
Yeah, Le Galera.
Which is
This is the Imperial Jade.
Tobacco Palma.
It caught my eye in when I was down
in the humidor down south.
in the
Or
southern
north,
regions,
North.
and it's pretty good.
I mean, the band looks like I said, it's pretty much washed out on its, even with a little bit of light in there.
Yeah,
I can't even get it to. Yeah.
but it is it's a Cameroon.
Oh, is it?
Yes.
When was the
and,
last time you smoked a Cameroon? It's been a minute
My
for me.
my favorite Cameroon is that Rocky Patel, vintage 2003 Cameroon.
I thought you didn't like Cameroon.
I don't know that I've ever said that.
Huh. I don't know why I
It's
thought that.
not a very predominant wrap because it comes from Africa and it's super hard to grow. So, but I find that the Cameroon is very tasty.
All right.
Okay.
Before these get lit up and smoked, for anyone that has a bad habit of smoking it before the review starts,
Well, I like how you're looking around.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Whoa, we feel attacked over here.
This has just been. The cellophane has just been removed and it's not even cut yet.
Yeah.
this is why I'm telling you now, and this is not the part of the process that's the problem. It's the part of the process where we turn the cameras off and we reset everything, and you're still sitting over there with him smoking your cigar, and then you guys have these little nubs when we get to the review, and you're like, oh,
First of all, talk to Smoke Master Flex over in the corner there.
somehow he has more cigar left than you two do.
But
That's
it's-
'cause I know when
it's
to
a
stop.
full review.
Blasphemy.
It's a full review. When you only have so much left, you know you've smoked the whole cigar. So you know.
Yeah, but you tend forget to forget to write your numbers down.
No,
We're not going to win this argument, Will. Just we're in the doghouse over here for a reason.
Listen, I can smoke a cigar down pretty quick, but I know when to stop, especially when it comes to review.
Well, knowing when to stop has always been my problem.
Exactly.
Just leave us alone over here. We're the Diamond Dogs.
Diamond
The
Dogs.
The Diamond Dogs rise again.
What is that from?
Ted Lasso.
It's their
But it's
male
also-
counseling
I think-
group.
Yeah.
I think it's also David Bowie. In one of his songs.
Is it?
Diamond Dogs, yeah.
That might be where they got it from.
Probably.
Probably.
Could be.
I had one of the people that works for me in college, and she's like, I'm going to change my major. Like, okay, to what? She's like, psychology. I want to be a psychologist and help people. I'm like, then don't be a psychologist.
And her remark was,
I don't know. I think she was taking it more seriously than it was intended.
Casey.
What? Oh, no, I have one. It's fine. Thank you.
Oh, I immediately remember the Cameroon flavor.
right?
Yeah. Immediately.
It's distinctive.
It is very.
What do you think? Initial thoughts?
Interesting. I'm not sure.
Oh, I got smoke in my eye. Okay. It's different. That's what I like about Cameroon is it brings a different taste element.
It's like a latte with baking spice thrown in.
Okay.
I can see that, yeah.
Yeah.
I hate to say this, but I'm not a fan.
Here we go.
You're not a fan
Here
of a
we
lot of
go.
things. It's okay.
Here we go.
Why aren't you a fan on that first
I
light?
should have just lied and said it was from Nicaragua. And you would have been like, I love this cigar. It's great.
Wait, where is it from?
So it is actually it's Nicaraguan inside Cameroon wrapper.
Is it true Cameroon or is it?
Yes, it is
Cameroon
true.
seed.
No, it's true Cameroon.
Okay.
Yeah, my first impression is never mind.
Give
I'll,
it.
s- I'll save it.
Give it some time.
Yeah,
Give it.
I'll
Yeah.
I'll
Smoke
save
through it a little
I'll
bit.
save it.
Really? This is a really easy first smoke for a darker cigar.
Yes.
Yeah, I feel like it'd be a good.
That's the thing
starter.
about Cameroon is it's one of the sizes that tricks you for shades.
Be a great golf course cigar too.
Yes.
Like
Indeed.
It's a great cigar that you don't have to think about too much. The flavors are pretty straightforward.
They're straightforward. They're simple. And it burns well.
They're pleasant. Probably goes great with a beer or a
Oh.
Bloody Mary.
Oh yeah.
If you're one of those golfers, which I am not.
Oh, did you try that beer?
Yes, that beer's good.
I figured it would be. I tried it. It was pretty good.
Yeah, that beer's good. Bloody Marys are not good.
No, I don't drink them.
I don't either. I despise them.
Yet you can make a hell of a
but he
Bloody
makes
Mary.
like the best one that people have ever had.
I make an outstanding Bloody Mary.
Yeah.
So say people that are not me.
You're like, I've tried it. I don't like it.
I've not tried it, and I refuse to try it.
You refuse to try your own.
I
Bloody
tried
Mary?
one Bloody Mary one time, and I said, "This is absolutely trash. Why would someone drink this?"
See, and I felt the same way when I tried it.
It's like gazpacho.
The fuck?
Bless you.
All right. The easiest way to describe gazpacho is cold tomato soup.
Ew.
Yes.
What?
I don't even like tomato soup half the time.
Cold tomato soup?
Yeah, it's a
Yep.
summer thing.
That's disgusting.
But what's it got in it? It's got stuff in it.
Tomatoes.
No.
Actually, the one we're putting on the menu is tomato and cantaloupe and avocado oil, and
That sounds disgusting already. Cantaloupe and tomatoes.
it wasn't the worst gazpacho I've ever had. Would I ever order it? No, I would not.
No.
I thought it had like.
But some people love gazpacho, like some people love Bloody Marys.
Oh, you know
those
what?
people are wrong.
I
Yeah.
think
But-
I'm thinking Chipino.
You're thinking a bunch of seafood and a broth. Yeah, that's Chipino.
Yeah.
Ah,
Yeah.
Red broth.
interesting.
Same color sequence as gazpacho.
But also not cold.
I can't say that I've ever had
Oh,
that.
that's true. It's not
I haven't
cool.
had it
Oh,
either.
Chipino?
I don't think I've ever had
Oh
Chipino.
God,
No.
you
I haven't
guys!
tried it.
Where do you get it?
Italian restaurants.
Ah,
Yeah.
okay.
It's-
Actually, if you want Chipino, just go to the Italian restaurant in Dukes. Nope, the Italian restaurant in Dukes.
Okay.
100%.
Wait, in Dukes or the
Or
Italian?
not in Dukes,
Yeah,
in
okay.
Fandango.
In Fandango. Okay.
Yes.
They have a good one.
Yes.
How,
I will have to try that.
Yeah.
so that
Yeah.
Italian restaurant is pretty good in Fandango.
Yes.
There's one called Christoph in Minden. It's okay.
The one in Fandango is very good.
Wow,
And
let's
it's-
go there.
Because it's Fandango, it's priced under literally everyone else.
Oh, nice.
I mean, the Cioppino is built as a shareable, so it's made for two. It's not cheap because it's for two. It's like $64 or something.
That's.
I can tell you the cost of production on it is like $56.
Oh wow.
Oh, really?
Wow.
Yes.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you're getting some good stuff in there.
Yeah. No, it's a spectacular.
Does it come with
Execution.
chips?
Not
Chips.
normally.
Oh. Would it be good with chips?
Oh, maybe I don't know.
Sourdough.
What kind of chips?
Oh, bread.
Sourdough.
Bread. Okay.
Yeah,
Sourdough.
but it's an Italian restaurant, so you're getting plenty of bread.
or maybe
can't-
a garlic bread.
I can't really do Italian food anymore.
No.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
This
Bread
isn't
wise.
really
Too much
Italian.
sugar?
You could definitely eat this.
Okay. Perfect.
Which
This is mostly protein.
Oh, perfect. Then I can have it. Yes.
he's gonna bring in
It
his
depends
own
on
bag
how
of
much
chips.
sugar there is in the soup.
It's not
in the-
sugar I'm worried about. It's carbohydrates.
Yeah.
Almost. Well,
So you can't do the bread.
Yeah. No bread.
Oh,
Gotta
dude,
eat
that's
about
fine.
stuff.
You're not. I mean, the bread, garlic bread, is a nice complement to the cioppino.
Yes.
But the cioppino by itself is.
Wait, you
Awesome.
eat it with
It's
garlic
awesome.
bread?
Okay.
I would personally, yeah.
I thought you just used a regular sourdough or something.
You could do that too.
Huh.
Man.
I mean, sourdough with butter.
I guess.
Yeah, you make me hungry. We don't talk about food.
Well, you know
this
what?
is like, you know what I get to eat these days?
Yeah,
Not any
yeah.
of that.
I would say
Fuck all of you.
I just got done making ham and navy beans.
Hey, Lane.
Yeah.
My favorite
Is
things.
the Italian restaurant that's in Fandango that has this dish 24/7?
No.
Damn it.
Only the cafes 24/7.
Because I was going to say, you know what we could do after this podcast?
You're gonna make a trip down there after this podcast.
for cioppino? Yes.
That's definitely where you should go for Cioppino.
Yeah.
All right.
For a good cioppino.
When are they usually
Absolutely.
open?
It's like 5 to 9. What were their close days? Duke's was closed Monday, Tuesday, so they were closed Wednesday, Thursday.
Oh, perfect.
Okay, yeah,
Perfect.
you can go down there tomorrow
Yes.
if you have time.
Well, I'm being here tomorrow for the Final Four game.
Oh yeah.
The March Madness final.
Is it Final Four tomorrow?
championship?
The championship game.
Who's in it?
Did you tell people you were coming in for that?
People who asked, I said I'd be here if they wanted to scroll through. I don't know if they're going to come by.
What time?
It starts at 6:30, so I'm just going to be here at 5.
Okay.
Just roll in.
So Tuesday it is. Got it.
Right? Yeah, exactly.
So I was thinking if it's warm enough, it might be actually warm enough in Gardnerville
Do you know how many times we have said this and still have yet to do it?
on Tuesday.
Yeah, we've said it a few times.
Dude, Tuesday it's supposed to be 57 up here.
Yeah.
Up
Yeah.
here.
Tuesday.
Wednesday it's supposed to be 62 up here.
Yeah. Yeah, Wednesday is going to be a very nice day.
Oh, that
Yeah.
sucks.
Well, I couldn't go Wednesday either. I have engagements.
Yeah, the only thing I got to do on Wednesday is be here.
Oh, are you going down?
Yes, I'm going to try to make it to Big Al's birthday.
Oh,
Nice.
nice.
I was invited. I was like, I'll try to make the effort to go.
I wasn't invited.
Do you want to go?
I got to do that bowling thing.
Oh, well,
Oh, you're going to go bowling.
What's the whole food and beverage department?
they're all going.
Wait, how are you at
I
bowling?
thought you were going to get out. I
Pretty
didn't think you were
mediocre.
going to do it. I didn't think you were going to participate.
I don't know.
I think Ron's putting on one soon, though,
Yeah.
closer to the end of April, so I'll let you know when that one happens. I should
Okay.
see Ron, so. It's
No,
gonna
I
be-
would love to go
Yeah.
if I wasn't doing the stupid bowling thing.
That's going to be fun.
You have prior engagements. You can say that.
No, that's not. Listen, bowling, I'm just going to look average, but the senior leadership team building end of the season
Yeah.
is Top
Yeah.
Golf.
Okay.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
I was about to say, I figured you excelled in every sport at this point.
Speaking of golf, what do we got coming up next weekend?
Thursday.
Oh, the players.
Wednesday,
That's right, the players.
I will literally hit you with things.
I'm sorry, it's the Ryder Cup. I forgot.
He's
Dude,
looking for
everything I
something.
have over here weighs a lot.
You mean it's not the AT&T special?
I've been doing that to him the whole
The
time.
the celebrity golf?
No, and Tiger's playing. I got to go put $20 on him to win.
Except he can barely move his ankle.
Don't care.
Yeah, that's what
It's Tiger.
I mean, if his putting's on, I don't know what his putting looks like. If his putting's on at Augusta, I wouldn't bet against him.
Are they going to allow him to ride in a cart?
Absolutely not.
Okay.
How dare you, sir?
Well, no, I thought I saw something to that effect. and
They
I'm
don't
like
even have carts at
I'm like
Augusta.
going,
I mean, they might make that okay.
I can't
I
believe
don't know for a fact that they won't. My expectation is they might make that concession at a regular PGA event.
Yes.
I don't believe they would make that concession at
At the
Augusta
Masters.
National.
Yeah,
or
no.
Augusta National.
Yeah. Pretty sure.
Yeah.
Could be wrong.
Cart riding is illegal at Bushwood, sir.
Now, okay, that's appropriate. I haven't watched Caddyshack in so long.
Yeah, that's one we should watch soon.
Right?
That's a fantastic movie.
That is.
And I never slice. Yeah. I forget what his line is after he slices it.
Doesn't he just walk off angrily?
No, because Rodney Dangerfield says something after he slices, and then he walks off angrily.
That's right. That's right. Man.
You can owe me. You can owe me.
Yeah, you could owe me.
I owe you nothing. And he stomps off.
God, how old is that movie?
It's pretty old.
40, 45 years?
80s?
Oh, 80s, I think, yeah.
You get a free bowl of soup with this hat? It looks good on you, though. All right.
That's my warm-up song for golf.
Is it like the intro song?
Yes, I that's the first song I play on the golf course.
I would fully expect you to be the guy that shows up with the gopher head cover.
Yeah, they keep running out of stock on Amazon. I'd buy one.
I want the Billy Baru putter cover for my putter.
Yes, there you go. They probably make that.
I'm sure they do. I'm sure if I Googled it right now, it would be available.
So we need Kevin's brother on here so he can just send us the picture of it on the.
Right? I miss his fucking insight.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with him.
We started to bore him.
It's either that or he's playing games
Fair.
or at work. I don't know. It's
All right.
Vegas.
How many actual viewers do we have right now?
Right now,
Well, we've gotten up to 12, it says. I don't
Yeah.
know about concurrent right now. 5, 6, 6.
well, we've had at least a solid 5 the whole time,
Yeah.
and my phone's not on there. I'm not watching it on my phone, so it's been one more than normal.
We're doing it
That is
honestly?
true.
That's terrible.
Yeah. Well, almost. You, me, tablet.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Whatever.
That's not terrible.
No.
We're getting
All right.
there.
Should we wrap this up and do some reviews?
I believe so.
Yeah.
You know what we're not reviewing tonight? I don't think that Jack 12.
No?
No?
I mean, we can.
I don't know.
It's good.
I believe it.
Hey, Lane,
Yes, sir.
do you remember if you've heard if Sierra is extending their season?
No, I haven't seen anything on Sierra.
Okay.
Sierra that's about to be owned by Altera.
Is that right?
I mean, I haven't heard anything specifically, but they have so much debt after the fire.
Right.
I don't know how they're going to get out from under it.
Other than somebody to buy them.
Yeah.
Buy them for debt?
They're in real trouble.
You think they'll just get bought for debt?
I don't know. No, I think they're going to get bought. Sierra's a decent mountain. Sierra's problem is they have no water rights. But a company like Altera could leverage the building of like water storage.
Oh,
They have enough money to do it.
Well, who's preventing them from building water storage?
Their bank account.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, that.
Yeah.
because that's part of like leasing out the area. You could build.
I'm
Water
sure they
storage.
could get concessions for it.
Okay.
They just don't have the money to do it. But Altera could drop that money no problem.
Because that's.
And Sierra could do really good business. First, it's a good mountain. They have some great terrain. It's
Yep.
also on the mouth to South Lake.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Like people stop
So
there on the
coming
way
and
up.
going.
Yeah, and leaving. They're like, we're gonna leave tomorrow morning because we're going to Sierra before we get back to Sac.
I mean, there's people in San Jose that.
They could probably also, if they really wanted to, leverage an overpass for people leaving Sierra going back towards Sacramento so that they don't block the road up. I mean, if they can get one for Red Hawk, they can get one for Sierra.
That makes sense. But it's now. Does Sierra have a summer program?
No,
No, they don't.
they shut
But
down.
they could.
They could.
Especially now.
I wonder if Altura would do that.
Dude, mountain biking at Sierra would be so much easier to get to. I wish Heavenly had mountain biking. I don't like. I get the whole non-competition thing, and North Star's mountain biking is good, but mountain biking at Heavenly would have so much business.
Right.
Just Heavenly is just so much more accessible than any mountain up here.
Yeah, because it's right there.
Yeah, well,
It's perfect.
The gondola serves 4 casinos, a Marriott, an old Embassy Suites. There's hotel rooms for days. Right?
I get a kick out of an old Embassy Suites.
Yeah.
Sacrilege. Should
Would,
you
you,
call
would,
it something
would the
else?
gondola have to be fitted for bike transport? Is that
It
an
would,
extra
but you could
purchase?
also
But it wouldn't be
do.
that hard.
Yeah, they do it at North Star as a gondola that they fit with bike with. I don't know what you'd call them.
Like bike racks?
Yeah.
Bike racks, yeah.
So they could just take the North Star
So like
ones.
every third or fourth car becomes a bike rack.
Oh, that would be perfect.
Yeah.
Because then people could still go up in the summer for the summer programs, and then you just divert off. And
How many bikes to a rack? I mean, how many
4.
bikes to a cabin?
It's
4?
not a cabin; it's an open air rack.
Right. No,
I
I
think
get
it's
that.
4.
I get that because, but what I'm thinking is that, well, if you can put 8 people in a cab, then you've got 4 more people than you have bikes available, bike racks available.
Yeah, but it's not like skiing where you get this massive line of people. So, like I've had it even at North Star. I've had it where like my bike will come up behind me because they get a little overloaded.
Right.
But that
Maybe in the-
overload doesn't last for hours. It lasts for 15 minutes.
Right. And it probably only happens at the beginning of the day rather than all day long.
But South Lake could be a mountain biking mecca
Oh, absolutely.
if they wanted to put mountain biking at Heavenly.
And it's not, and I mean, they've gotten the clearance to do that, right?
I don't know. I've heard different stories.
I mean, TRPA has sanctioned it, said it's okay.
I think so.
Yeah. So really, there's nobody in the way.
I mean, it would be so good.
Yeah, and there's plenty of service options up there.
And there's
Yeah.
already a trail that
Yes.
comes all the way down
Yes.
to
Oh.
basically where the gondola is.
Oh yeah, because
Because you just feed over to the Bi-State Park Trail and it feeds all the way down.
that's perfect.
Like, so you're not riding the gondola down, just up.
Oh man,
Right.
Be genius.
Would it be so? Would you access that trail off the backside of Tamarack Lodge?
Yeah, they'd have to build from one of those gates. They'd have to build a trail down to intersect it, because otherwise it comes from the Nevada side. Like it goes up, basically to Boulder. So you'd have to come down from one of the gates going north to get down to that trail, and then you would cut back south.
Or would you just so from Boulder?
No. The trail goes, if you climb up out of the Bi-State Park, you end up basically at Boulder.
Oh.
But I'm saying that I'd have to cut another trail
Over.
from Tamarack somewhere. Like where the,
Well,
like from the gondola area.
so it is mountain biking, right?
Yeah.
So why couldn't you just bike up to, say, over Big Easy and up to over to Crossover, and then come down?
Because you wouldn't want, not everyone that does lift serve mountain biking could pedal that.
Oh, okay.
And the other part of that is even if they could, downhill mountain bikes, like true downhill mountain bikes, not really meant for climbing.
Oh, really?
No.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Like
Obviously,
really big suspension enduro bikes would be fine, but like double crown full suspension mountain bikes, like the actual downhill bikes, not really meant for pedaling uphill.
What do you have?
I have a big suspension enduro bike.
Okay.
I mean, you can't. So the full suspension bikes, downhill bikes that you're talking about, can't get locked out to where you'll be able to climb.
It's not that. They don't have the gears for it.
Oh, they don't have the gears for it.
Yeah. They're geared completely differently.
How so?
They're meant for going fast downhill, and you're adding force to that. So like my bike, the way that it's geared,
Yeah.
there's a point going downhill where my pedals don't do anything anymore.
Right.
I can't spin the pedals fast enough to add speed
Right.
because I'm going too fast.
Right.
Downhill bikes
You can still
are
do
even worse. Like they're geared so that you can pedal and apply force downhill, but it makes it an impossible pedal uphill.
Got it.
Because you need the smaller gears.
Yeah, you need the smaller. Yeah. I didn't realize that on a downhill you would actually want to add force, add speed.
You do sometimes, for sure.
On the flatter stuff?
Well, anytime you got to apply the brakes, you want to pedal out and get your speed back up.
Got it.
Anyway,
Yeah.
they wouldn't want to do that. They would want to go, like, there would have to be a place where you could drop your bikes. It was mostly downhill that would cut across the hillside from somewhere under the gondola-ish over to, or like from the top of Big Easy around the hill where the coaster is, and then downhill, and then you would go northwest to get down to the Bi-State Park Trail, and then that trail turns southwest to get back down to the bottom of the gondola.
Would you
Hey,
Well, there
there's
is-
Christian.
We found
there
out.
is a road. There is a road off the backside of Tamarack that goes over to the observation deck.
Yeah, that
But
would
you're-
work.
But you'll say going the other direction?
Yes.
Well, no, but then you'd still have to cut over, depending on how much trail you wanted to cut, because you're not going straight down those slopes on a mountain bike. You're going across and down. So they would cut it across,
Okay.
probably going north to intersect the Bi-State Park Trail, which already exists, and then you would drop onto that and pedal down.
So basically, you wouldn't even have to go all the way to the top. You could actually go just to the mid station.
Well, for one trail, but you want dozens of trails.
Right.
yeah.
There'd be
To keep
most of the trails would be off of Tamarack's lift, is my guess.
Oh,
Maybe Tamarack. You could probably do two. You could do Tamarack and Dipper. Or actually, you'd probably do Tamarack and Comet, even though you get more terrain from Dipper. They'd have to build up the ramp on Dipper for the flat exit, but Comet already has that.
Yeah, so it could be turned into a complete fun park for summer and winter.
It
Yes.
could be, yeah.
Is the problem, you think, maybe just foot traffic from all the hikers?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
I think you said something about non-compete.
No, I think they just don't want to take the business. They've got one, and they think there's only enough business for one lift serve mountain bike park up here,
Okay.
and it's North Star. I just think Heavenly could be so good because I've had my bike up there. There's a ton of good stuff up there.
yeah.
Is that like, you can go up there like backcountry style, right? Or like when you're skinny?
Yeah,
up?
you can do. Oh yeah.
Okay.
Certain hours because they don't want you to, like, when the mountains open, you have to do it before they open. Like once they're open, you can only go down,
Okay.
and then after they close,
You can
for a
go
little
up and
bit.
down and stuff. Okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Man, that
I
would be
think
cool.
I think uphill access is only allowed until 6 a.m.
No, it's.
But once you're on, if
It's-
you're on the mountain by 6,
I think it's later than that.
if you're on the mountain by 6, you're good. If you're on the mountain after 6, in other words, starting your ascent after 6.
I thought it was like 8.
Maybe.
It's been a while since I looked, but last time I looked, I thought it was 6 a.m. But
I thought that's just when it opened up, or when they're like 6 to whatever.
no, 6 p.m. at night, throughout the whole night, supposedly, you have uphill access until 6 a.m.
Oh, I didn't think so because that's when the groomers are on the mountain.
I know, but
I don't think you can technically be there until the groomers are off.
Oh, right. Because you don't want to get hit.
well, yeah, there's that.
Plus,
I'll have to look.
yeah,
I'll
interesting.
have to look.
Anyway, let's wrap this up.
All right.
Yes.
All
We
right,
have
guys.
reviews to do.
That we do. All right, guys, if you made it this far, go ahead and give us a like, comment, and subscribe. Check out our other videos that are up right now. We just posted a couple for
wait.
whiskeys and cigars.
Hold on, Christian. My favorite Blanton's so far has been the Blanton's Gold. I haven't had the green, or the red, or the black.
When did you
whatever
get
that's
the gold?
I haven't had any.
I mean, I tasted it at a bar in Reno,
Oh, okay.
and then I won a bottle. Remember, I won a bottle in the Total Wine deal,
yeah, that's right. That's right.
which I haven't opened.
Oh.
But yeah, I haven't tried those. I mean, I think my complaint with Blanton's isn't the quality of the juice; it's the $300 price tag for the regular Blanton's, which seems a little steep.
Yes.
For one bottle.
Just for the regular.
Yeah.
Yes, that's fair.
Yeah, I think the red and the black are Japanese. The black is super limited, but it's also really low proof. It's like 80 proof. It's actually proof down from the regular. I don't know. Like, it's probably a little low proof for me to enjoy. But yeah, I mean, listen, it's Blanton's. Like, I don't complain about the quality of the whiskey. I think it's good. I think the regular Blanton's is just a little overpriced at secondary. All right, like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you next time.